weekend long one. I did. I took the day off. That was kind of fun. I had a replay day yesterday. But we're live on Facebook now here. Woo! Hi, everybody. Oh, my God, I have with me Michael Henderson, and he is the owner of Tapestry Insurance Group. And, oh, my God, I love having you. You haven't, I have had to say, oh, my God, 3 times since you've been on here.
Right.
You have not been here for a while because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
Tell everybody about yourself.
Well, things are good. We just, because of the community that we deal with and things like that, of course, we're taking everything on the probably the more conservative side, the very safe side, because we are dealing with people over 65 and we're dealing with senior communities and food banks and things like that. So we're just being careful, and but everything is good. There's just as many people turning 65 now,
no matter what, COVID or no COVID,
yeah,
you
still
65.
have a birthday, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter, January or March or April or May. So we are helping a lot of people. We've just had to change the way we do things a little bit. We're doing a lot of stuff over the phone and virtually. We have special tools available to our agents and to our clients to allow them to compare plans right online with an agent on the phone with them, and then they can enroll right there. So it's really been
I think it's been wonderful. That, out of something bad, some things good happen. We have grown. Mm-hmm. It forced you to do things virtually, which a lot of people, the younger folks, have been doing that for a long time. Now us old folks have to start getting into it. But, when you come on, we talk about how every day is a Medicare day. And there's a lot of times that people have a lot of different questions about this. You should, because there's so many letters in the alphabet soup of Medicare.
Yeah, you've got your original Medicare, your parts A and B, which are with your red, white, and blue card that you get from Medicare. But that's not the end of it. You still need coverage for your prescription drugs. You still need coverage for the deductibles and things like that Medicare doesn't pay for. So that's what we're here to help with, those solutions.
And what makes you different is that you service the entire Southwest.
Yep.
And so what I love about you is that, of course, you're so passionate about what you do.
Love it.
But what I love about you too is that you take every single phone call. So the phone calls come into either number that you have, and I'll be giving that out in a minute. But you take them and then you talk to everyone individually, and if you don't answer, you always call them back. But what I like about you is that you have these people, these agents, lots of them as a matter of fact, that are throughout the Southwest, that you can help people in their specific area, and I think that's what's really important for you to explain to them.
Yeah. So I'd love to help everybody myself. But there's 4,000 people a month turning 65 in Arizona.
Every day is a Medicare day.
Yeah, so I can't help everybody. But my team of agents, between me and my team of agents, we can. And so we are here to educate. And so when I get a phone call in, I'm going to help that person, educate them. I'm going to get a little bit of basic information, and then I'm going to connect them with an agent in their area. So, I live in the East Valley. It's easier to connect somebody that's in Sun City West with one of my agents out there, for instance, than me to drive back and forth. And so I get them with somebody that does what I do, and they're my agents and work with me. They have the same tools I have because I give all my agents these same tools. So we have the things to help people that are confused about Medicare, help them make sense of it.
Now, his phone number, it is area code 602-541-7656. You can check him out on his website. It's tapestryinsuranceGroup.com. And because he services the entire Southwest, he also has an 800 number, which is 800-506-8810. And this is a free service to everybody. We always talk about this, but we have to, because no matter what, people don't listen.
No.
I don't know what it is, but people need to listen to this information, because a lot of times, for some reason, they'll see some actor that they see on television.
Oh yeah, we've all seen those.
And they say, somehow they resonate with them for some reason. They like them for some reason, and they'll call that number, an 800 number that isn't connected to someone like you, at some call center. Why should they not?
Well, first of all, when somebody's in a call center, we may talk to them over the phone too right now with the COVID thing. But
and that's okay.
We're local.
It starts with the phone call.
Yeah, but we are local agents. We know the local market. We know the doctor networks, the hospitals, and things like that. If you call an 800 number off of an ad on TV, I'm not an actor, and I'm not a famous.
Nobody's
football.
Really nice, and he goes woohoo all the time.
And I'm not a famous football player, but when they call that 800 number that person's guiding them to, they're going to be in a call center somewhere, Timbuktu, Florida, or something like that. The problem with that is they're just looking at the information on the computer screen. They don't know the local networks. They don't know really how the plans work in these markets. There might be that, they're still telling you about the same plans, but they might not know which one's going to work best for your area or whatever. So that there's local market intricacies that we can help people out with.
And the other thing that they don't do is they don't get to know their clients like you
Right.
do. You really get to know them.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, you stay with them for quite some time because, things change all the time.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that they're getting the best plan for them.
That's a great comment because it's true, first of all. But we're here from not the first day and that's it. And then, we are your local agent. So what that means is if something changes in your life, if you have a medication change or you have a doctor change or a condition you develop, we may need to change that plan the next year, but we're here. So you call us for the next year to review your plan, and we're here to help you with that process.
And it's a free service to you. It's absolutely free. I want to know about the Medicare Online Now. Is that still that website in effect? Go ahead.
Yeah, so we have these tools that I mentioned to you earlier, and as of our call last time, I told you about them. We have an online portal that people can go in and look at plans on their own and compare. There's no cost to it. It's Medicare Online Now, and they just go into it. They can click to view plans. They type in their zip code. If they want to, they can enter their prescription drugs, so it takes that into account. And then they can see what plans come up in their area.
Once they do that, do they still need to call you? What's the next step?
Well, sure. Two things, actually. They could just enroll right there. That's fine. If they find the plan, they know what they want, they can enroll right on that portal. However, I would still encourage somebody to call because there's that educational part.
Exactly.
Right? Just because a plan comes up on the list doesn't mean it's going to fit for you. That's, again, just looking on the computer screen. So still talk to an agent. Give me a call. I'll get you connected with an agent. They're going to have that same tool so they'll know what you're talking about, and then we can help them out.
Now, he services the entire Southwest, so the number is 800-506-8810 or direct 602-541-7656. You can check it out. It's MedicareOnlineNow.com. Before we go to a break, anything new with this COVID virus and all of that? And I think I asked you this the last time you were on. So I'm going to ask it again because we're still in this COVID virus thing.
We are, yeah.
Will this COVID virus, let's say somebody has it and gets it or might think they get it, is it going to affect their insurance coverage on that?
A carrier will not kick them off. That's not something that's going to disqualify them from insurance. It's not going to preclude them from getting it if they want to get onto insurance. There are some things that have developed with it that actually will help people. The government has put into place, and we can talk about that
at the break.
Yeah.
After the break.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's what we'll do. We'll go to a break, and when we come back, we will talk further because I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of questions when it comes to that. Don't do this yourself. That is one thing we want you to all know. They are here to help. It's a free service. And when he says, "Do you have Medicare?" Talk to him. Talk to Michael. He is awesome. And what's great about it is he is all about servicing his clients. He gets to know them, and he makes sure that you have the best plan that's right for you. Again, that's a free service to you. What we're going to do is we're going to keep our lines open. Not the lines open. We're going to stay live on Facebook is what we're doing.
That's what
I say it right now. And we're going to kind of keep on going here, and then when we come back, we'll talk further. Again, you can check him out on his website. Go to this one. We're going to go to MedicareOnlineNow.com or call them at 602-541-7656.
Woohoo!
So we are staying live now so that you can talk a little bit more.
Oh, I shut my phone off.
Okay.
I was going to show you the website.
Okay. So with this, the website, the new website, and people that they can go up there and they can compare plans and things like that, I think it's still important, like we were talking before, that people should contact you still. I would never feel confident. I can't even fill out just an application for something without making sure I'm doing it right.
Well, there are, just Medicare Advantage plans in our area, there's 39 Medicare Advantage plans, not including specialized like veterans plans and not including supplements and things like that. There's 39 different Medicare Advantage plans alone in Maricopa County available. So how can you expect to navigate all that?
Oh my gosh,
So
no.
we just have these tools to help in that process. We're finding that a lot of people want to go in and get some basic knowledge first, and then they feel like they have better questions. Not that any question is
No,
silly, but
because they're
but
not
people,
when it comes to this.
no, but people are feeling like they want to be prepared a little bit, and so so we're able to give them these tools, and all of our agents have these same tools, so they'll know what people are talking about when they're comparing and things like that.
Right. And why, and talk to all of them about a little bit why it's so important to still keep on talking to you. Obviously, if somebody's turning 65, they need to talk to you. But sometimes people think, oh, I don't need to do anything until October because they think of it as the annual enrollment. But is that true?
Well, no, because somebody that's going on to Medicare has an election period, so they can go on to a plan when they turn 65 or when they retire from their employer. They have a chance to switch to a Medicare plan. Because what happens is the Medicare card, the Medicare Part A and B, the hospital and the doctor stuff on that red, white, and blue card, only covers, after deductibles, it only covers 80%, and there's no maximum. So if you have a $100,000 bill, you're gonna pay 20,000 of that. That's an exact. I mean, that's a lot, but it can happen with medical, right? So they need to get on. We need to help them with a plan that gives them some safety in that, and that's where these advantage plans come, or the supplements come, because they'll help pay the deductibles and help pay the some of those other costs.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important to make sure that they speak to somebody, especially with the experience like you do, and not to try and do it themselves, not to try and ask their neighbors, what did you do, because you've got a different plan.
Well, it's like me trying to, if my car develops a problem, it's like me trying to go fix my car.
Forget it.
I can't do that.
Me neither.
Yeah, I got to go to somebody. So, we got the signal. We got the signal.
Yep. So welcome back, everyone. We're live still on Facebook, and like us and follow us. We're going to share the show right afterwards. So, we've been talking here a little bit about the Medicare Online and how what people should do. But you also were talking before the break about COVID and how it's going to affect. And you're saying in a good way, actually, that it might affect people.
Well, so COVID may have caused people to miss a chance to change their plans. Okay, in some way or another. Maybe they were, helping somebody or helping a loved one or whatever it might be. The Center for Medicare Services has given people a chance, if they did miss something, that they might still be able to change plans to the plan that they wanted to. So there are some options for people that are out there that may have been impacted by COVID. Not that they got sick from it, although that help is there too, but that they weren't able to change plans for some odd reason. And so we can still help them with that, even though they might be outside that election period.
Well, I think it's important that if you haven't done it, just call.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line.
It's kind of hard to explain
I'd
without...
call anyway.
Yeah, it's hard to explain without context, obviously, but when we're on the phone with somebody, we can take into account their situation, and then we can work with them to explain a little bit better. It's hard to do it in an umbrella situation.
And basically, this is just a free service to you to make sure that you have the best the plan that is right for you. And now to me it sounds like, gosh, if you haven't enrolled and I know that there's penalties too if they don't take care of things. There's some penalties.
There can be, there can be late enrollment penalties for prescription drug coverage, for your Part B with Medicare, things like that. So there's no better time to call than the present. And you mentioned that it's a free service. We don't charge the people to visit us. There's a no cost, no obligation with our agents. People say, well, that's too good to be true. We do get paid. We are able to pay our bills. The insurance carriers pay us if somebody decides to enroll or change plans. So, but there's no obligation when somebody comes with this. I don't want people to think it's too good to be true. Because
well, it isn't too good to
it's
be
true.
true.
It's
It
true.
is true.
So,
And they know that obviously you have to get paid, but that
Yeah.
is how it's done. But the
Yeah.
information is invaluable for people, and it's important that you make the calls and ask the questions. No question is a dumb question, because
No.
in this there never is, as far as I'm concerned.
There's new stuff all the time. Every year, our agents have to get recertified with Center for Medicare Services to do this job.
Service.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're constantly getting recertified and relearning and
But
learning
you
new
love
stuff.
what you
Yeah.
do, and I know
Oh,
you
yeah.
do, because every time you have stories. Sometimes, do you have a story that you want to tell today? Do you have one with you
Um,
on the top of your head?
You know, I've had several people call, and I have several stories about people with that are very confused about their coverage. Not one in particular, but there's a lot of people are confused because with the changes with the COVID, is this covered? Is this covered? Can I go get a test? Can I not go to whatever it might be? We've had people, end up in the hospital, of course, and things like that. So there's a lot of questions we've had, and it's been wonderful to be able to help those people. That's what I love about my job. It's,
I know.
the learning Medicare is not the fun part. It's dealing with the people that's the fun part. So that's what we do, and my agents, most all of them are just as happy to work with people like I am, and that's why we have these agents, is because they are passionate about the community that they serve. We have agents that we're chomping at the bit to get back out there and help people. It's like, so we're trying to supply them with masks and whatever they need, because our utmost priority is to keep our agents safe and our clients safe.
Right, of course. And so it does start with a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
It's a free service to you, and he says every day is a Medicare day.
Every day is a Medicare
It
day.
is. And if you have questions, talk to Michael. That phone number is 602-541-7656. He services the entire Southwest, so you can also call his toll-free number, which is 800-506-8810. And maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that you know. Tell them about it, because that's what this is also all about.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that people don't just do things on their own. This is very important. Do not just ask your neighbor. Don't ask your friend, your wife. Everybody has a different situation, and right now, everyone's got a different story. You might really have a story that might get you some help, so you can get the plan that's right for you.
Yeah, things are changing all the time with people's health. In normal times it does, and so that's what we're here for, is to help. Your neighbor's situation, you might live in the same community next door to each other, but do they have the same health conditions you have? Do they have the same financial situation you have? Medications. There's so many intricacies. So it's great. Ask your neighbor what they're on, but don't go and roll on that just because it's what they're on. It might be best for them, but you need to research. And if you want to start some research on your own, you can go to Medicare Online now, on the internet, and you can start doing some research on your own. That's our portal that we use, and you'll be able to see all the plans in your area with
And
that.
right now is a great time if you're still at home hanging out, and you want to figure out something to do.
You're bored
One of
out of
them
your
is
mind.
make sure that your Medicare is on top of things.
There is no more stimulating reading than Medicare.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you one thing. When you see if you can lower your costs on something, boy, it becomes super stimulating.
Then it
doesn't
does. People love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I've had people break down in tears when we've been at the table with them over the years, because it's so confusing when you go on to Medicare. Insurance is confusing by itself, but when you add in a government system on top of that, it's very confusing. And so once we're able to educate you and help you with that, it becomes just a weight off. And I've had people just break down in tears. The first person that broke down in tears with me, I thought I did something wrong. I was like, uh-oh, what happened? And she said, I'm just so relieved that I was able to make sense of this, and I feel so much better. And
here's another thing too. I was thinking about people that are on their own, that don't have family or don't have somebody that they can talk to. He is a great person to talk to because he knows about this. He's been doing it for a very long time. It is a no obligation free consultation to you. He doesn't get, it's a true statement when we say that. It isn't too good to be true.
It is true.
He does get paid, but it's by the insurance carriers, and he wants to make sure that he hears your story to help you get the best plan that's right for you. Again, when he does talk to people, one thing I know is anyone that calls in, you take the calls and you call everybody back.
Yeah, leave me a message. I get a lot of calls. I'm on the phone a lot, but leave me a message so I can call you back if I'm unable to answer. The 800 number actually rings to my cell phone as well, so I'm on the phone a lot. But leave me a message so I can call you back because I do care and I want to get you taken care of.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you think it's a silly question. It actually probably isn't because
Right.
it's dealing with your medical insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So don't feel like it's a silly question. Even if we didn't address it on one of our shows, call me.
Yeah, the number to call is 602-541-7656 or toll free 800-506-8810. And if you want to go up on that website, which is MedicareOnlineNow.com, you can go there. You can search out some of the plans. Then call them again and let them and talk to them and say, hey, what do you think about this plan for me?
Yep. Because
again, you don't know 100%. He said there's 39 different plans.
Just Medicare Advantage plans, which doesn't include supplements or prescription drug plans, just Medicare Advantage plans. In Maricopa County, last I looked, there was 39 different plans available. So that's a lot. In case you didn't know, that's a lot.
As far as I'm concerned, I was just thinking to myself, why even bother?
Yeah.
Just go give him a call. You haven't talked to somebody in a while. Talk to Michael. He'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, give me a call. Let's talk. There's no silly question, no question too small, too big. If we don't know the answer, we're going to find it for you.
Absolutely.
Yep.
When I want to talk a little bit about, before we go, about how you're working with people still. I know that there's sometimes you can get together, maybe you're not. How are you working with people now?
So we are, again, safety's our priority. So we're working with people over the phone. If need be, we're of course meeting with people still. We want to do it in a safe environment. So we're wearing masks, of course, and encouraging them to wear a mask. We want to keep them safe, and we keep distance and things. We do a lot of stuff on the computer screens, so we're walking
now,
them through.
being that it's sort of telemedicare.
It kind of, but you're still getting the same here local service.
Right.
So if you're in Tucson, if you're up north, if you're in Colorado, it doesn't matter. We're going to connect you with a local agent so they know the local market.
Right.
You may still be talking to them over the phone right now, but different than talking to somebody that's in Timbuktu, Florida.
Right.
They're local. They know your area, and they know what you're going to run in or what you're running into.
Well, I'll tell you guys, don't try and do it on your own. And being that it is in your local area, everybody has different plans for those areas too.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure that you're doing the right thing. And just call and give him a call, and he'll tell you what he can do for you. Again, that number to call is 602-541-7656. The website is that you go on this one. It's a nice one to start with. It is MedicareOnlineNow.com. The 800 number is 800-506-8810. Again, don't forget, this is a free service to you. It's a no obligation. Every day is a Medicare
day.
And do you have Medicare questions? Talk to Michael
now.
today. Give him a call at 602-541-7656. Michael, woohoo!
That's good.